Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
I utterly support the trans community on our campus. I support every community that feels it's been marginalized. I want this campus to be a safe haven. I want this to be a caring campus. And it matters to me that we're in a campus where people are mutually supportive.
Thanks for joining us on ntTV Nightly News. I'm Blake Coonley. And
I'm Hannah Minch. One of the most emotional issues in the country today is over transgender rights and care, which is also becoming a hot button issue here on UNT's campus.
For the past several weeks, these issues have been in front of mind for the UNT family. ntTV's news director, Michaela Goose, has more. Michaela?
Thanks, guys. As you can see behind me, this is a protest that happened on UNT campus at Curry Hall 1 week ago today. The UNT branch of the Young Conservatives of Texas were holding a meeting inside with guest speaker Jeff Younger. Younger is an avid, outspoken Republican politician who protests against gender-affirming care for minors. Students and others were upset at the rhetoric that YCT and Younger, and they gathered outside of this very building to let their opinions be heard. We talked to UNT President Dr. Neal Smatresk today about his thoughts.
And I'm going to be clear, I do not condone the conversation that YCT and certain members of it have brought forward. I think that it's abhorrent.
Earlier in the semester, former YCT chairwoman Kelly Neardirt uploaded a video to Twitter showing an encounter she had with a UNT student. The UNT student was visibly annoyed at a flyer that Neardirt and an unnamed party were creating at the Willis Library. That flyer stated, "Ban child transitions." Neardirt uploaded this video saying that the student had a meltdown and stormed out of the library screaming at her. Other students were quick to disagree, claiming that the student was not even raising his voice. Now, this whole argument boiled over when YCT, especially Kelly Neardirt, announced that they would be hosting Jeff Younger on campus. Students quickly organized a protest at the same time Younger was scheduled to speak. When asked about his thoughts on said protest, Smatresk had this to say.
Shouting each other from other sides of the room or in each other's faces isn't going to solve any problems. And the behavior of one group doesn't justify using the same behavior in another group.
There are always multiple sides to every story, and this tale is no different. UNT is now dealing with a controversy as students demand that YCT be banned from campus. There is even currently a change.org petition circulating the UNT and North Texas area with over 18,000 signatures. And when asked about it, this is what Smatresk had to say.
Everybody wants to take hard issues that have many different viewpoints and then condense them into simple outcomes. I don't believe this one has a simple outcome.
As for the protest on Wednesday, upwards of 30 police officers and state troopers in riot gear watched as the crowd slowly became more agitated as the night wore on. Protesters began banging on doors and even attempted to run into the building.
We actually had students punching our police and spitting on them. I don't know why I would ever condone that. We also know for a fact that people from outside of our campus were involved.
UNT released a statement following the protest condemning the violence that took place during the protest. I asked Dr. Smatresk his overall view on the turmoil and controversy surrounding both the organization and the protest as a whole.
We have never had, to the best of our knowledge, a violent protest on this campus, at least not in the memorable history of anybody who's working here at this time now with us. I find that it's a very sad moment that we resorted to that type of behavior. I think there are effective ways to protest, and I think that could have been done. But I'm not sure at this point that we've done anything other than empower people who are looking for notoriety.
This is a developing story, and we will begin to update you as the story progresses. For now, Hannah and Blake, back to you.
Thanks, Michaela. But transgender issues are affecting Texans far beyond the UNT campus. Today, a state court of appeals ruled in favor of a transgender family and blocked efforts by Governor Greg Abbott and Attorney General Ken Paxton to investigate the family for child abuse. This stems from an opinion last month from Paxton claiming gender-affirming medical care was child abuse. Governor Abbott then directed State Child Protective Services to open investigations into families that provide this care to their children. At least 2 lawsuits to block these actions are in the court system. A state district court has scheduled a hearing on Friday to determine if the restraining order should become permanent and extend protection to all parents of transgender children.
With respect, let's shift things over to a little bit of a lighter note. We are having some nice weather today, don't you think, Blake?
I completely agree, Hannah. I have been enjoying the weather outside all day. Let's see what our weather anchor, Gabby Cardin, can tell us about the upcoming days. Gabby?
For sure, guys, the weather has been nicer today, but it might not stay for long, but I'll get more into that later in the show. For now, we're sitting at a nice 57-degree temperature, and it feels like 55 just because of a wind speed of 7 miles per hour. Now, looking into tonight's conditions, clear skies are going to stay, but the temperature is going to drop to 42 degrees, and it's going to feel a little chillier at 39 because of that wind speed again. Now, looking into tomorrow's conditions, we're going to be looking at a 59 temperature with a 57 feel like, just because, again, of those winds. Now, the winds tomorrow are going to be a little stronger, so please be cautious when going outside. Nothing too crazy, but still be wary. Now, I'll be here later in the show with your 7-day forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. Apple's latest products promise to be more powerful, but also more expensive. In yesterday's launch, Apple presented their new M1 Ultra Mac chip, which will power the new Mac Studio computer. The starting price for the Mac Studio will be $4,000. The new Mac chip will also be used in the new iPad Air, which features 5G connectivity and a revamped camera. The starting price will be $600, and you can buy it in stores starting March 18th. Apple also announced a new color for the iPhone 13, so UNT students can rep school colors with the iPhone 13 available in green starting Friday.
Hey, Hannah, did you hear that softball season just started?
I sure did. Our sports anchor Jeremiah Russo is at the field right now with more.
Thanks, y'all. I'm currently live at Lovelace Stadium in Denton, as you can see, where we got the Mean Green Ladies taking on the Texas Longhorns right behind me. I'll have more coming up, so stay tuned.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Let's get started. This is a motor vehicle. This is the blinker mechanism. To use it, push it up for the right blinker and down to go left. You're welcome. It was easy.
The crisis continues in Ukraine. Millions of people are still trapped in deteriorating conditions, and the Russian military is now blocking evacuation efforts. Western allies are moving outside of Ukraine to boost defenses. Isabel Rosales has the story.
My hometown always was a peaceful town, and now it's fully destroyed by Russian soldiers.
A mass exodus. The UN says more than 2 million Ukrainians have left home to escape violence.
No rules. Right now we see how many schools, preschools destroyed.
Russia's latest agreement to allow evacuations met with international skepticism. A Ukrainian maternity hospital bombed. Ukrainian officials blame Russia and accuse Russian troops of blocking 50 evacuation buses out of a Kyiv suburb. Wheels up. Vice President Kamala Harris on her way to Poland under a cloud of uncertainty. The U.S. caught off guard and rejecting Poland's proposal to transfer fighter jets to the U.S. to then give to Ukraine.
The prospect of fighter jets at the disposal of the United States government departing from a U.S. NATO base in Germany to fly into airspace contested with Russia over Ukraine raises some serious concerns for the entire NATO alliance.
Meanwhile, NATO is ramping up its defense deployment to counter any potential threat to NATO allies. The U.S. sending 2 high-end air defense Patriot missile batteries to Poland. Private companies also hitting back at Moscow. Starbucks, McDonald's, and Coca-Cola join a growing list of Western companies pulling out of Russia.
His economy is in tatters. The West is more unified and determined to make this a failure than ever.
In Washington, Isabel Rosales.
Well, I don't know about you, Blake, but these gas prices are really hurting my wallet.
Agreed, Hannah. Seems like they have only been going up. Let's see what our reporter Noemi Sanchez can tell us. Noemi?
That's right, Blake. Cars behind me are fueling up on that very expensive gas. And currently right here in Denton, the average price per gallon is sitting at $4.09. Now, if you ask me, that is too expensive. But luckily, there are ways for you to save some money. Now, doing things like avoiding driving in heavy traffic, managing your speed, and turning off your AC when possible are just a couple of ways you can save money. According to the Washington Post, these gas prices will only keep on going up now that President Joe Biden has announced that the United States is banning all imports of oil and gas from Russia with the intent of disrupting the country's economy. Now, guys, what is interesting is that a couple of minutes ago, we were talking to a worker from this Shell, and she said that gas prices have been increasing by 40 cents every single day. Now, what does that mean? That this price that you see right here by tomorrow will be 40 cents more expensive. Now, if you have a bike or if you have access to public transportation, now may be the time you want to make use of it. Now, this is Noemi Sanchez reporting live for ntTV News. Back to you.
Thanks, Noemi. Even though gas prices are going up, I'm glad the temperature is too.
Way to look on the bright side, Blake. Let's toss things over to our weather anchor, Gabby Carden, who can tell us a little bit more about that. Gabby?
Guys, like you said, the weather is nice for now, but I'll get more into that in the 7-day forecast. For now, Denton is sitting at a nice 57 degrees, and McKinney is sitting at 56. Right now, Dallas is actually beating us with a 58 degree. And now looking more across the state of Texas, Oklahoma City is sitting at 54 degrees, and Houston is sitting at 58. Now, a quick warning for Houston. They are under an air quality warning, so if you have asthma or allergies, definitely be careful around there. Now let's get into this 7-day forecast, shall we? Like I said, tomorrow we're going to continue with those sunny skies, and we're going to have a high at 69 degrees. However, going into Friday, we have a 50% chance of rain. Now going into Saturday and Sunday, we're going to get back with some sunny skies with those temperatures around 54 and 65 degrees for the high. Now going into Monday and Tuesday, we're going to have some cloudy skies, but nothing too crazy because those spring break temperatures are definitely coming in. 74 is the high for Monday and 72 is the high for Tuesday. That's all I have for your full weather forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. It seems that in our 24/7 world that we live in now, simple schedules are a thing of the past. But ntTV's Austin Hedgecoth explains how you can find time for a workout even on the busiest days. All it takes is an alarm clock and an organization called Camp Gladiator.
While most of Denton is sound asleep, one fitness community is up and at 'em. Camp Gladiator's boot camp style workouts combine weight and equipment training with cardio and bodyweight exercises to give participants a full body workout. Each individual boot camp lasts 4 weeks, and each week gets harder than the last. No previous workout experience is needed, and all fitness levels are encouraged to join.
You know, it doesn't matter who's the fastest or who's the slowest or who can do all of the exercises or who needs them modified. Everybody is cheering everybody on.
3 times a week at 5 a.m., a group of over 20 campers, as they're called, meets and trains under certified personal trainer Maggie McDonald. McDonald began as a camper herself, but joined on as an instructor 5 years ago.
There's something special about the Denton people. It's just an amazing culture to be a part of. Like I think our campers do a better job of creating our culture than even our trainers do. They're just a very special group of people, and I just love it. All the trainers in the parking lots are certified personal trainers, so we can help modify for a bum knee, a bum shoulder. We can always help you get all the way through the workout.
Across town at 6 a.m., instructor Jared Garcia leads a session of his own. A graduate of UNT and a personal trainer for 11 years, Garcia says the community atmosphere helps people stay motivated to show up and work hard.
So a lot of people have the mindset of like, okay, well, that sounds maybe a little intimidating, Camp Gladiator, I'm not a gladiator, maybe that's not for me, but it's absolutely for everybody. I mean it, all ages and ability levels, we will make it work for you.
With workouts starting as early as 4 in the morning and as late as 9 at night, Camp Gladiator has a time and a place for everyone.
In addition to in-person workouts, campers have access to thousands of workout online as well each week. So for anyone interested in joining or finding camps near you, you can do so through the official Camp Gladiator website. Well, stay with us as we go inside the mystery circus that's come to Denton.
Find out more when we return.
UNT is more than 125 years in the making. To find new solutions, we create a new point of view. We know what's possible when creativity, originality, and independent thought converge. We're ranked a Tier 1 research university. We're home to excellence the size of Texas. Define your future at UNT and soar to new heights.
You know, Hannah, the old saying about running away to the circus might not be such a bad idea anymore.
Well, I definitely don't think I'd want to be in a circus, but I sure wouldn't mind to attend one. ntTV's Taylor Davis is at a mysterious event and has more on what circus life would be like. Taylor?
That's right, Hannah. I'm here at the Mysterious Circus with Kevin, the circus director, and Sammy the clown. Now, Kevin, can you tell me a little bit about your show?
Yes, we are the Mysterious Circus, and we are presenting an incredible show. We have clowns, we have contortionists, we have the Globe of Death with the motorcycles, and we have much more attractions to present for you guys.
Well, that's amazing. Now, Sammy, can you tell me a little bit about the prices and the show times?
Yeah, tickets are starting for general admission at $30, and we have shows at 7 p.m. on the weekdays, and on weekends we have a show at 1 and at 4 and at 7, and then on Sunday we have 2 shows at 1 and at 4.
Okay, well, make sure y'all catch those show times. And one last question, why is it called the Mysterious Circus?
You have to come see and find out.
Well, you heard it here. Come see the Mysterious Circus, and that's all I have for you guys. Back to you at the desk.
Hannah, the only thing less likely than me performing in a circus would be me being an athlete.
Honestly, Blake, me too. Let's see what our sports anchor Jeremiah Russo has to say about what's happening in the world of sports. Jeremiah?
Thanks, y'all. And as the home opener is going on right behind me, a lot of preparation takes place beforehand. And earlier, I got a chance to sit down with the team tonight ahead of tonight's game.
Softball's back and in full swing as the North Texas Mean Green prepares to take the field this season.
We come out here every single day and we prepare for
game situations and stuff like that, and we work really hard day in and day out, and so when we get onto the field, it's no different. We're working hard.
The hard work put in last season left the Mean Green with the best record in Conference USA. However, that's not enough for the Mean Green.
That we're just not done, we're not satisfied with just winning conference. Like this team is hungry. We want to win conference. We want to make it to a regional. We want to push past a regional. We're not satisfied. That's our message. We're not satisfied. We're not okay with just winning a conference.
Through the grind and persistence, the Mean Green ladies have sparked the interest of many, including head coach Rodney DeLong.
I like this group. They like coming to the park. They like working hard, and they like each other. Those are three important aspects. I feel like we've got a different kind of juice this year that we maybe not have had in the last 3 years. We're just more of a team.
For the fans and students who miss the sound of the crack of the bat, the pop of the glove, and many more sounds of softball, there's only one thing left to do.
Come support the Mean Green. We really appreciate it. We got this new stadium. We're adding more seats. We're going to be good. Go Mean Green.
North Texas looks to finish what they started last year, and all eyes will be set on the field.
Coming up, I'll break down the softball game that's going on behind me, and March is for basketball, which we'll cover coming up after the break.
Imagine it's ice cream day at the office. And everyone from the day before voted for their favorite flavor. Everyone but you. You decided not to vote. The flavor they picked isn't the one that you wanted. But can you really complain? Shh. Now imagine that with an elected official.
Choose not to vote, choose not to be heard. Get registered today.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, so we have to watch the next one before next class, right?
We do?
I think so, but it's not on Netflix and it's not on Hulu, so...
Man, I don't want to pay for that.
So what do we do?
You think there's a place we could go to get the movie?
I'm not sure, maybe?
Oh, there's a place to get the movie.
Oh?
Really?
Yeah, it's right here on campus. Come on, I'll show you.
Six. 7. Hey, didn't see you there. Just finished my 100th rep. You ready to train? Yeah! You got your weights? Yeah! You got your energy drink? Of course. You got time to go to the Pole Recreation Center? Yeah. What? Listen, I didn't even graduate high school. I can't teach for the life of me.
Instead, UNT is offering workout classes at a moderate pace, including yoga, cycling, Pilates, and more. Don't rely on your dad's old workout videos. Check out the UNT Rec Center today.
All right, guys, as we can see right now, we still got the game going on. We actually just ended right now of the bottom of the first, so now we are in the top of the second. Right now, the North Texas has one hit right now, and that is our leading run right now. It is a 1-1 game. Miss Kaylee Christensen with a big home run helping us out, and we are going to see right now with the top of the second what the Mean Green ladies can do. Earlier today, the MLB has finally announced the opening day, as you know. Opening day. They will now take place on April 14th after canceling 2 weeks of games. The decision comes amidst a grueling lockout between the league and the Players Association over money. Despite the new date, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred reiterated that no deal has been made yet, as both sides will continue to attempt to meet on a regular day. Now, we know that Conference USA basketball tournament is underway for both the men's and the ladies for UNT. UNT both play, the women play at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, and the men's also play at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow night on Thursday. Students can get discounted tickets if they bring their student ID to the box office at the Star in Frisco. Guys, you want to pack the house, make it green, make it feel like a home game. That's all I have for you guys on sports. Hannah, I think we have a special little friend over there. Hannah, who do you have?
So tell us a little bit about how Will-O-Wisp got her name.
So Will-O-Wisp is Irish. It's a type of Irish fae. It's a little light that leads you to your fate. So she leads you to your little fate of happiness.
Aww. That is so sweet. That's awesome. So how did y'all find out about the Cadbury Bunny Contest? I've personally never heard of it.
So that's actually a really funny story. I had a friend ask if they could borrow the bunny ears that we made for her. And they were like, oh, I'm entering my cat in the Cadbury Bunny Contest. And I was like, oh, Willow would be so cute in that. So I just entered her kind of on a whim. And obviously the judges thought she was very cute. So that's just kind of how it happened.
Well, I can definitely see why. That is so sweet. Okay, so you mentioned bunny ears that you had made for her. Do you make her lots of costumes? Does she wear different outfits?
Yes. So she dresses up every Halloween and almost every holiday.
Oh, my goodness.
So she likes to dress up for people, don't you, Willow? Yeah.
She's at a loss for words.
She is.
That is awesome.
It's nap time.
Well, I love that. She's my kind of girl. That's awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about some of Willow's competitors?
Yes. So she has a, I call them land porcupines, but they're the hedgehogs. She has a hedgehog, I believe a llama. There's a therapy horse in Florida and a bird, I believe. And of course, a couple of dogs.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. Miss Willow definitely has my vote. And for the rest of you, if you want to vote for the winner of the 2022 Cadbury Bunny Contest, it will be announced on March 29th, and you can support Willow by voting online at www.bunnytryouts.cadburyusa.com.
Willow says thank you.
I've always been a dog person, but that is one cute cat. Thanks for watching ntTV Nightly News. Join us again tomorrow night at 6 here at North Texas Television.